Hi guys, welcome back. This is going to be the second episode of this new series that I just started. And last time we talked about having a conversation with your child. That's the first episode. How to have a conversation with your child and how you must or it is a must to have a conversation with a child. It helps them develop. It helps them learn new vocabularies. Hi. Hi, Mama. She's here again. Ready, set, go. Okay. So today the second episode is going to be, we're going to talk about how to make your child independent. Yes, you heard me correctly. How to make your child who is under 2 years old independent. Hi, Mama. Are you very independent? Hug. I love you. You wanna go watch TV? Oh, you wanna say hi? Say hi, guys. Bisous, guys. Mwah. Okay, go watch monkey. Is the monkey jumping in the saddle? Okay, go. Run. Yes? Yeah, you go. We're going to talk about how to make your kid independent. It's very hard to understand that when your child is under 2 years old, but it is possible. You can make your kid independent, and that will help you, will reduce work for you, and it will be easy for you and easy for the child to learn. From the time my baby is born, I work on their schedules. So from the day they are born, I adapt my schedule to theirs. So whenever they wake up at night, I wake up, feed them. They wake up 3 times or 4 times during the day. They need me to carry them, to nurse them, to make them sleep. All those things I do it because they are babies. I try my best to be the good parent, and you guys know I make sure my kids are comfortable and I love them. I cherish the moment we have together. Yes, don't eat that. Thank you. Hi. Okay. It's going to be hard for me to finish this video with this girl around. So if you hear her talking, don't mind. From the time my kids are born to the age of 6 months, I give them my all my undivided attention. So I do everything they want. They can wake me up whenever they want. They can cry for my hands for me to hold them. They can cry. I can put them on my back. In the night, they wake up as many times as they do. I am fine with that. But as soon as my child is sitting in the sitting position, I'm no longer going to carry them the same way I did. So I'm starting from there. I start to make them responsible or to make them independent. I will carry them whenever they cry. Sometimes I even carry my baby. They cry just for a few seconds. I carry them because I don't like to hear my babies cry. Then my mom will be like, oh, you carried them and they're not even crying. I'm like, she cried. I can't. I can't stand hearing a baby cry when I'm around. But at the age of 6 months, I'm telling you, at the age of 6 months, I just wait for them to sit, to be in a sitting position. When they start sitting, I can't carry them the way I used to. So I start putting them in the sitting position. They sit, they start being responsible. They know it's time to sit. Mommy can't carry me anymore. Like I can carry them, but not all the time. If you can sit, I would rather bring my pillows, all the toys, or everything I need and sit down on the floor with you and play with you instead of me carrying you. Physically, moms, we are tired, my back hurts, you are tired, or you have other things to do. So when you are doing those things, you don't have to have them in your hands or carry them on your back. Can you imagine you are cooking with your 1-year-old on your back, or you are doing cleaning and they are there? Sometimes I even bring them in the kitchen or put them in a high chair somewhere. They are sitting there, they are watching, we're having the conversation. Remember, you you are talking to them, but you are not carrying them. Put them in a chair somewhere, put them in a rocking chair or somewhere, talk to them, but don't carry them. Like, I can't carry you, and I even tell them, I can't carry you because I'm doing this and this. And they start listening when you talk to them. 2 years old, yes, nursing is healthy. If you want to nurse your baby, I'm talking about breastfeeding. If you want to breastfeed your baby over a year, that's fine with me. Mine, they quit, like I stopped early because the first 3 I had them in 3 years back to back, and I couldn't breastfeed them until they were that age. I had to stop because of pregnancies, then I would stop. And my fourth one at 10 months, I was like, okay, the rest stopped at 10 months, you better stop too. I stopped. And the fifth one is the same at 9 months, 10 months, there she stops. She stopped breastfeeding. So that works for me. I'm not saying for you to stop breastfeeding, but if breastfeeding for you is not helping your child to develop their independency, I think, so quit, or you stop breastfeeding them. Yes, I'm saying that. They can't just be there. If it's breastfeeding, means they're eating or they're drinking. It's for eating. They eat under a year. Yes, they're there. It's healthy. They have to be there. But if they are, imagine, I can't even imagine them coming in your shirt. They're starting to put their hands in your chest. They are looking for the breast for them to drink or to eat. I don't think that is healthy. And for them, if they are very attached to you like that, they never grow, they never learn anything. If you want to teach them ABCs, you want to teach them running or playing, singing, those kind of things, once they are attached to you and are always breastfeeding, I'm telling you, I've seen that. I've never experienced that with my own kids, but I've seen that with many parents, having those kids, still breastfeeding them, and the kids are just there crying all day. They're like, mommy, they turn your breast into a pacifier. That's not good. That's not healthy. If you feel like the child is like, you are feeding them, they ate, they have their snacks, they have the milk, they have everything, but on top of that, they just want to be in your chest breastfeeding. That's not healthy. I'm telling you to stop. If you feel like they're not learning or they're very attached to you and this is not helping, one of the things is that you are still breastfeeding them, or your breastfeeding is not just eating. It's something like they have trained you. Yes, they have trained you to do those things. You better train them and train them that I'm breastfeeding you. You are under 2 years old. You are still breastfeeding, but this is food. If it's food, yes, you train them. If it's 3 hours or morning, noon, and night, 3 times, they know mommy feeds me 3 times. When I sit, I have to breastfeed. If it's 15 minutes, I breastfeed, then I'm done. Then that's it. Then if the same thing with the bottles. If your baby is not breastfeeding, but they're drinking milk using the bottle, know when to quit. Know when to stop giving them the bottle. That's another topic. We can talk about that right now. You find other kids 3-4 years old still on a bottle or on a pacifier. So that's another topic. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about if it's milk, you are giving them milk. Give them a bottle for 15 minutes. Train them and make them very independent. Tell them this is the time to drink the milk. It's 15 minutes. Then the child would get used to it. It will be like, okay, my mom said to drink milk. I have to chug the milk down. I have to drink the milk very fast, 15 minutes, then finish. As soon as they finish those 15 minutes, take the bottle and put it away. Then you come back during the daytime, the second time, you give them at night before bed, 15 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on how fast they drink their milk. Then you take the bottle and put it away. The only bottle or the only container or something that needs to be there is the water bottle. They can drink water anytime, everywhere. So whenever they want, they can drink that. But bottles, breastfeeding them, that's not healthy. If you want your kid to grow very independent and to learn, this will help you to be free, more free, and it will help the kid to learn and to be more independent. So know what to teach them, know when to give them things. They know this, when mommy says no, it's no. You train them. If they're playing with things and you don't want them to play, have them listen and know the rules. Tell them to not play in the bathroom, don't play with the toilet, don't play with that dirty water. And you as a parent, try to not tempt them. Don't tell them to don't play with the Vaseline and leave it where they can reach. That's not their fault. It's as babies, as kids, they want to discover, they want to do new things. So if the bathroom is open, of course they're going to go in there and play with the water in the toilet. If you leave a water bottle open, of course they are going to try to spill the water and to hold the bottle upside down so the water can spill. As a parent, try to don't tempt them and leave those things. Yes, you are teaching them to don't do it when you're around, but when you're not around, they're kids. They're just kids. They will do it and they will try to experiment everything they want to. So teach them every time. Teach them to be responsible. Teach them to be independent. Not just sitting on mommy's lap, not just being babies. They have to do other things. Teach them to write, teach them to read, teach them to use different things, teach them to use the scissors, to teach them like many things. There's many things you can teach them, but first you have to make them independent. They stop, no crying is no crying. If we're talking about going to the car, going somewhere, you call the others and you tell them, oh, put your shoes on, and she's there or he's there, the baby, and they see their shoes, they have to know, oh, those are my shoes, I have to pick them. Even if I can't put them on or I put them the wrong way, mommy will fix that, but they bring it. If they're hungry, they're not supposed just to be there, oh, crying, I'm hungry, milk, and they can see the milk on the table. They have to be responsible. They have to be very independent to know the milk is on the table, I'm supposed to bring it. If it's a bottle I can't open, I'm taking it to mommy to open. You change their diaper, they're not just supposed to be changed. After changing, they train them, this is my responsibility. Mommy just changed my diaper. It's my job to take the diaper in the trash. It's time to shower them, you to bathe them, you change their clothes. I even did it with my daughter. You change her clothes. If she knows these dirty clothes goes in a basket somewhere and she knows the place, just send her, this is your dirty clothes, go put them in the basket. Sometimes I even tell my daughter, go bring the tenge. We call it a tenge, the wrapper we used to put her in my bag. Just tell her that she will go bring the tenge and I will put her in my bag. Like, you are not standing every few minutes to go constantly go do things for them, but they are helping you instead. So they are under 2 years old, but they can be responsible. They can be very independent. They have to know that most of the time or all the time, they are not supposed to be on your laps. You are not supposed to carry them all the time. Because when you do that, they start taking advantage of you. They are not down to discover things. They don't want to play with others. They don't want to learn. So what you do, you give them, you put them down. It's not like you are not caring for them. You care. You know, I care for my kids, but I don't carry them often. As a matter of fact, my daughter, who is 15 months, you can't carry her 2 minutes. I'm telling you, 2 minutes. She will never let you carry her 2 minutes, because when I take her to her grandma, her grandpa, her uncles, they try to carry her. You know, at her age, you start loving her. She's so cute. You want to carry her, to kiss her, but she will not let you do that, because she's very independent. She wants to be down on the floor. She wants to be down and play. She wants to run in the house, move in the house, go touch things, and that's what you want. You don't want them to be on your lap every time. You don't want to be moping or doing things, just carrying your kid around. It's not good, and it doesn't help them to learn. Okay? make them very independent. They know you try to carry them, they're like, no, I want to go down. Because so can do it. She sees her siblings, or they don't have siblings, but they see other kids. If they are running around, they will want to run around. If they are playing, they will want to play. But if your kid is very attached to you and you don't make them independent, they will not learn. They will not discover new things. They will not be able to develop. Okay? So please, 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 make sure you cherish the time you spend with your kid, but don't make them very attached to you. Detach them a little bit, put them down, teach them new things, challenge them with what they don't want to do, and teach them to be very independent, to be responsible, to do things. Yes, they are 2 years old or under, but there are things they can do. Okay? Make them this independent, or you give them responsibilities. You teach them at a young age like this to be responsible. I guarantee you that they are going to learn. They are going to be smart. They are going to listen and follow direction. They are going to surprise you with what they can do, even at a young age as under 2 years old or 2 years old. Okay? Ikintu cya kabiri ukora wigisha umwana agomba kwigenga. Agomba kuba responsable. Bisa n'ibiremereye kubivuga ku mwana munsi y'imyaka 2, ariko umwana agomba, mu Cyongereza babyita kuba independent. Umwana agomba kuba independent. Hari ibyo agukeneyeho nk'umwana wo munsi y'imyaka 2 n'umubebe yewe, hari ibyo agukeneyeho, hari ibyo yakwikorera. Biragoye kubyumva ku mwana mutoya. Umwana murere mu buryo buri independent, cyangwa mu buryo yigenga. Reka mbisobanure mu byumve. Umwana w'uruhinja aragutoza rutine yo kuryama, akagukangura nijoro, ugahindura diaper, ugakora uburyo bwose bushoboka, akakubyusa amajoro, akarira, ugaterura. Ibyo ndabikora. Ngewe mbikora kugeza umwana yicaye. Umwana ataricara, ebana arantegeka. Icyo ashaka cyose arantegeka, ndagikora bishoboka. Ariko umwana hejuru y'amezi 6 ntago nongera kumuterura mu ntoki umunsi wose. Icyo ndakimwigisha nkakimutoza. Ntago ndi buguterure, ahubwo twicare hasi, nanjye nicare hasi dukine. Ariko ntago nguterura. Muterura ngiye kumwonsa, cyangwa ngiye kumugaburira, cyangwa ngiye kumuhindurira diaper, cyangwa ndi kumuterura mujyana mu modoka, cyangwa nicyo gihe muterura. Nkamuterura ngiye kumuheka ngo musinzirize. Nibyo. Uwundi mwanya aba yaramvunye wese ukumwishura, ariko uwundi mwanya ukamugira independent. Bituma atakwizirikaho. Iyo umwana akwiziritseho, imyigire yiwe iba slow, ntago yihuta. Yiga gahoro. Kuko igihe cyose ari guteta, arimo arateta, ari mu maboko, arikora ibintu, ntago yumva, ikiriya kintu ababyeyi mukagira Imana. Umwana muteteshe, kandi murabizi abantu muzi ko abana banye batetesha, ndabakunda, ndabahobera, ndabasomagura, ariko nta mwana wanjye, bose bari independent. N'uyu mutoya w'umwaka muheka, n'ubu mukanya amaze kumuheka, muheka biri ngombwa. Ntago nakwirwa mpetse umwana kuva mu gitondo, nteke muhetse, nkorope muhetse, igihe cyose abishatse gusaze, mami araza, ngiye bakaza, mami ngo nimuterura. No, mami is cooking, mami arimo arateka, cyangwa mami ari gukora ikintu runaka, genda urebe ABC, cyangwa ukamujijisha, ukamuhereza ikindi, ukamurangaza, ariko mukure mu maboko. Kura umwana mu maboko, umukunde, ariko bitari byo kumuterura. Sibyo? Noneho biragufasha cyane. Iyo umwana yakuvuye, ubwo ndi kuvuga amezi 6 rero, yatangiye kwicara, biterwa n'igihe yicariye. Aho rero uremera nawe ukafata umusego, cyangwa ukashira ikiringiti hasi, nawe umubyeyi ukicara hasi, mukaganira, ariko umwana yicaye. Amenye ko agomba gukambakamba, amenye ko agomba guhagarara, amenye ko agomba kwicara. Nubona yarushe, umuryamishe kunda. Niba yarushe, umuterura, umushire ku maguru. Ariko umushire ku maguru uprofita kumwigisha. Ubwo nuko umwigisha bya bindi ntarababwira. by'inyuguti n'ibindi. Umwanya umufite ku maguru uba umwanya wo kwiga gusa, cyangwa ugiye kumuhindura diaper cyangwa ugiye kumwonsa cyangwa gutyo. Nta mwanya agomba kugutegeka ngo umwana wenda arakangutse ari muri berso, numumenyereza kusinzira yakanguka ukamusanga haryamye atananyeganyeza akaririraho ari gusa, nabyo sibyo, kubera nibyo wenda umumenyereza. Uramuhereza akanya kugira ngo mugire independent, kugira ngo amenye kwigenga. Niba akangutse n'umunota umwe, iyo ari munsi y'amezi 6, ngewe mama wanjye ajya ambwira se ubwo uteruye umwana yarize, umwana agira ngo nkumva birambangamiye nkunda kumva umubebe arira. Ariko nyuma y'amezi 6 iyo akangutse, niba azi kuva gutya akicara, ampamagare cyangwa arire yamaze kwicara, ahaguruke. Nk'ubu uyu mutoya iyo akangutse, ntago mbere yo kujya kumukuramo, ntago musanga aryamye, agomba guhaguruka akamenya ndahaguruka mpamagare mama, ariko nahagurutse icyo ni kimwe nkamukuramo rero ya rutine yo kumuganiza igatangira. Niba ubu umwana wanjye mfite umwaka n'amezi 3, ndamuhindurira diaper, ni inshingano ziwe gufata ya diaper yanduye akajya kuyita muri trash, kuko narabimwigishije, agomba kubimenya. Sibyo uko narwanaga nawe mwambika umupira mbere, siko ndwana nawe arabimenya ati ngwino wambara umupira, akamenya ko yambara umupira akawushiramo, akamwigisha ibyo akora n'ibyo adakora, akamenya ngo mama niba yambujije kino kintu ntago ngikora. Umwana mwigishe kudakinisha amavuta, ariko nanone ntumugerageze ngo yasige aho areba aho ashikira. Numwigisha kudakinisha amazi muri toilette ngo agenda tobe toilette, nawe nanone ntuisige ikinguye, kuko umwana nubisiga ikinguye cyangwa ugasiga isukari ahantu hagaragara cyangwa icupa ry'amazi, azashaka kuricurika nyine amena amazi arebe uko bimera yatobe cyangwa ya sukari ayikinishemo. Ibintu byose rero uramwigisha kuba responsable, ariko nawe nk'umubyeyi nanone umurinde byamugerageza, kuko abana bagira amatsiko, kandi niko ubwana bumeze. Iyo ari kugira amatsiko ni nako biga. Ukamwigisha kumenya niba yatangiye kugenda. Abana baba bagenda afite umwaka, arahaze, ntafite ibitotsi, ntarushe, ntarwaye, agashaka gusa ngo umuterure. No, ntago naguterura igihe cyose, wamuterura nyine uri kumusomagura umutetesha ugira gute, ariko nawe biguha akanya ko kuruhuka, ajye hasi akine. Niba ashoboye kwiyambika inkweto, aziyambike. Mukanya umukobwa yiyambitse udukweto tw'udukamambiri wenyine, arabizi ko yambara, wenda azitambike ariko aziyambike. Niba ari ugutora akantu, ntashake amata, icupa wenda bamukoreye amata rirateretse ahantu, akajya arira gusa milk cyangwa akarira inyota. No, ashobora kugenda, kuko amaze kugenda agende nawe atore amata yiwe ayanywe. Ntago waba wicaye ngo ugume umukorera ibintu. Hari abantu usanga uhaguruke umujyane mu cyumba umuzane ikintu, uhaguruke ugire kuri, umugira independent, birakugabanyiriza akazi kandi nawe agakura. Arakura cyane kubera uri kumuha responsibility, uri kumuha imirimo yo gukora. Aramenya ngo ni mama namara kumpindurira diaper ni ngewe, na akazi kanjye kujya kuyita. Sibyo? Niba mukuyemo imyenda yanduye mugiye koga, ndamubwira ati ni amasaha yo koga, ntago muterura hariya duhagaze, n'ubu mu gitondo nabikoze. Niba mubwiye ngo tugende koga, akabona namukuyemo imyenda niba azahana ayishira yanduye, uramubwira ati genda ushire muri basket cyangwa ushire mu gikiya iriya ndobo y'imyenda yanduye. Arayifata uko wayimuhaye, wenda niba ajyanye 3 arata 2 mu nzira, ashitseho umwe, ubutaha umubwire ati garuka, hanindi wataye mu nzira, genda uyitore, ayitore. Umubwire ngo tugende koga, arabizi ko aho mwogereza arahazi, ntago yaguma aho gusa ngo ngewe nterure njyane koga. Mpita mubwira tugende koga, akagenda namuteruye. Aho rero uri kumugira responsable, azabikurana abimenye. Noneho hejuru yaho ngaho bo babana responsable gusumba, ukamutuma ukamubwira akiyambika akiyoza, nyine biterwa n'imyaka gutyo. Ariko umutoya mwikureho. Niba ubona ko konsa umwana, iyo ni yindi sije twavugaho tugatinda. Konsa umwana nuko umugaburira. None se twebwe iyo turi kurya, ntago turya ngo uhore ku meza, wicare ku meza umunsi wose. No, ibere Yesu ni ibiryo byiwe, hako ntago yaguma mu ibere buri kanya kozamo intoki. Ngewe mbacutsa munsi y'umwaka amezi 10. biterwa nuko umuntu yamenyereye. Bambere n'abacukije nyine ari indahekana kuriya uba wasamye umwana afite nk'amezi hafi 6 gutyo cyangwa 6 ukagabanya waba hafi kubyara ukabihagarika burundu umwana agacuka atarageza umwaka. Noneho uwa gatatu uwa kane nawe ngeze ku mezi 10 ndamucutse. Uyu mutoya ku mezi 10 ndamucutse. Umwana wonse hejuru y'umwaka yego ni byiza ariko yonke ashaka amashereka. Niyonke by'ingeso ibere arigire pacifier, icyo bita pacifier karakantu baba bafite mu kanwa. Ibere ntago ari igikinisho, ibere ni ibiryo. Nukuvuga amenye ngo mama aranyonsa 2 cyangwa 3 umwanya wo konka nuko. Niba abo ndi kuvugira abantu mu gifite abana bonka bari hejuru y'umwaka. Niba ari umwanya wo konka amenye ngo nonka 3 ku munsi. Mu gitondo ni umwanya wo konka. Niba ari iminota 20 yicara gume hamwe amenye ngo niba aticara hamwe ntago yonka. Amenyere yonke mu gitondo wenda arye ibindi anyuzemo umwanya wo konka kandi ugera umunsi. Ni kimwe n'abana bafite bibero. Niba ari umwanya wo kurya mu gitondo umuha amata nayanywe mwicarire abe responsable amenye ati uyu mwanya niba ari uw'amata nukunywa ndayagotomera nyamare icupa witurifata urishire ahantu ntiyongere kuribona. Icupa ryonyine usigaza hariya ni ry'amazi. Amazi igihe cyose ashatse akanywa. Umwanya wa saa sita wagera ibiryo mukicara hamwe akaba responsable akamenya ati umwanya wo kurya n'uwo kurya. Ntago narya ndi kwirukanka abantu amike ngende. Abana barabikunda rimwe na rimwe. Wabikora rimwe na rimwe biri ngombwa ariko inshuro zose akamenya ngo niba ari umwanya wo kurya wenda mama angaburira nkikiye cyangwa ashira mu ntebe turarya iminota 15 cyangwa 20 mukarangiza icyo gikorwa kikavaho. Uri kumugira responsable kumenya gahunda uko zikurikirana. Niba tugiye ku modoka wenda tugiye ahantu ngira ati okay muzane inkweto nawe uyu wanje mutoya arabimenya ati inkweto zanje ndi kuzibona hano katazizana ukazimwambika tukagenda ku modoka. Ntago ngenda muteruye keretse iyo nihuta ndamubwira tugende ku modoka bose bagasohoka nawe agasohoka. Umwana w'umwaka n'amezi 3 agasohoka akajya ku modoka. Yagera ku modoka nibwo aguhindukirira akagutegera amaboko kugira ngo muterure umushire muri karisi tumufungire n'imigozi. Nkabikora akajya mu modoka. Twajya gusohoka umukuramo ni ya conversation navuze kwa kuganira n'umwana ukamubwira ibirimo biraba. Mese ukamugira responsable imirimo myinshi yenda igabanuka nawe arakura. Nta bira by'ubwana byo kwiriza. Nta mbabwije ukuri umwana wanjye afite umwaka n'amezi 3 arira ari uko hari icyo ashaka. Arizwa n'ibitotsi, arizwa n'inzara. Iyo arize tuhita tumenya ararushe cyangwa arashonje ukahita ugikemura. Naho wundi mwanya wose ntago ashaka kurira gusa ngo nterura ahubwo ntago namuterura iminota 2 uko nukuri mbabwiye. Ari yahaze yaruhutse atarushe ntago nshobora kumuterura iminota 2. No kwa nyirakuru turagenda papa yagira ngo aramufata ntibishoboka. Mama yagira ngo aramufata nta munota ashobora kumara mu maguru ngo uramufashe uramukikiye ngo n'umwana no kubera wamugize responsable. Arabizi ko nukujya hariya mwabo mwicaye muri salo bya biganiro nkamwe ati genda usuze runaka agenda akamusuza. Genda mu cyumba genda ushire kino mu cyumba genda uzane igitabo cyawe hano genda ugira ukamugira responsable. Bwa butesi bwose bugashira. Ibyo biramufasha kwiga. Teka umwana hari ugakoropa ukamushira ahantu ukamufunga mu gatebe akicara ukamwe ati mama yagiye gukoropa nuza hano uranyerera ukaba wanamufata ukuboko ukamuzana akanyerera gasa nuguye akikanga. Ubwo arabyiga akamenya ati iyo ngiye hatose ndago. Akicara ahantu hamwe ukamuvugisha uko ukoropa ni kumuvugisha uko ukora imirimo yawe ni kumuvugisha. Wamugize responsable. Ntago wakoropa umuhetse ntago aranaza rimwe na rimwe umwana araza akakubwira mami nterura akagutegera amaboko. Umwana wo munsi y'imyaka 2 akagutegera amaboko mami ngongo. Uyu ngo yatangiye kuvuga koko ubundi yavugaga ngongo mami ngongo. Nkamubwira ati ngongo yangiye kubabara kandi koko nibyo umugongo buri kuturya abamama. So umugongo kandi nkamubwira ati no ntago naguheka mama ari kubabara umugongo. Nkamwereka reba nkandira umugongo uri kundya. Nawe arabyumverega n'umwana mukuru aba yumva akahita amenya kuko narabizi ububabare uko bumeze. Akatagukandira nkandira ibitugu ntago naguterura. Wicara ahubwo ukamwicaza impande yawe ukamuganiriza ni gukomeza kwigisha, nzakurikizaho ibindi nzigisha n'ubundi muzabyumva. Cya kabiri ni ukumugira akigenga, mbese akaba responsable, nta kwizirikeho cyane. Umenye igihe umucukiriza, niba kumwonsa kwawe ariko kumugira debe kumwonsa kwawe ariko kumugira agateta gutyo ntiyige ikintu na kimwe, mukureho. Ndabivuze, mukureho mucutse kugira ngo akurye kwikorera ibintu byose ashoboye byo mu rwego rwiwe, yige kwimenya, gukora uturimo tujyanye n'uko angana. Umwana mugire responsable, muhe inshingano, yigenge, ajya amenya ngo iki ndagikora, mama yambwiye gukora iki. Nubwo ari umwana, umuhe imirimo, inshingano hakiri kare, atangire amenyere. Ureke kusa kumwizirikaho ngo abe umubebe, ahubwo akure.